So when we're talking about primer sessions, I've posted 1 or 2 on my YouTube channel. I think it's a valuable time, particularly for amateurs, because a lot of guys just don't have that much time to get in the gym. So when they do, they've got to prioritize their strength work, but they can't prioritize strength work potentially the day before a game, but they've got that time free. Like, typically you get a working guy that have some time on Friday free, but they're afraid to go to the gym because they're petrified of being tired for the Saturday game. What's your approach for primer sessions that you use with both your amateur, semi-pro and professional guys?
All right, so primer sessions, yes, I think really, really important. It's interesting to hear you talk about how useful it can be for amateur athletes as well. I did an article recently on this on my website, and it was a bit of a lit review for me, to understand. We understand the effects of primers, so potentiation and affects your hormonal status in a positive way. And what I was reading was there's agreed principles, of course, and there's not really an agreed protocol. I don't know if there will be, but I should say at the start, let me go back. We don't use primers. It's something that I want to bring in next year, and I'm actually going to document it and use it as my master's thesis.
Oh, nice.
So I want it to be, it's going to be legit, and if it affects athletic performance, then awesome. If it doesn't, the thesis is still there. I'll just say, this primer protocol didn't work. So what I was seeing in the research was there's also it can be up to 48 hours before. Yeah. So in that sense, you can say we do currently use a primer, but I think that's a far reach. It can be the day before, or it can be the morning of the game. So I want to try a 6 hour before, and I want to try heavy strength stuff coupled with sprints, and to see if that affects hormonal status positively, which obviously we'll measure. I'll be working with St. Mary's University on that, and some athletic jumps. So I need to kind of map it all out and do a good proposal for this, but it's certainly something I'm interested in. And like you said, I can really see the value of it. It's something that I know a lot of guys do. I do it before judo fights or BJJ competitions. I wouldn't want to compete without doing some sort of primer. And so something that I can't say definitively, like, hey, this is what I recommend, etc. Because there's principles there, and there's evidence. There's unquestionable evidence that it works. But it's like, it's such an individual thing. Can we as an industry get it down to a precise time? I don't know, probably not, but I want to try. And can we get it down to like a precise series of exercises? Like, is like French contrast training, is that the best way to do it? Or is it simply some heavy strength lifts, rest, and just like, I don't know, but if we do this podcast again at some point, I'll let you know what I find.
Yeah, I'm keen. We'll do it again next year, because so I said about maybe not doing the strength stuff the day before a game. So my primers are always a day before a game, just because, especially for amateurs, it's just that extra time, like before a game. Sometimes the games kick off at 12. Sometimes they even kick off at like even earlier. And in general, they plan on going to the gym on a Friday. They've got this time, and it's just a good way, because I think like during the week, that's when you can get in a lot more volume, which then tends to steer you a little bit away from the jumps and the high intensity stuff that requires like low volume. And so then I've just started introducing like low volume strength work on that Friday, and I'm seeing nothing negative. So I'm like, well, if we can get this extra strength stimulus in season, and actually not only have it not be a negative on that game, it's actually a positive on that game. Like, why would we not do it? Outside of the potential just inconvenience of training the day before a game. But once people wrap their mind around it, they're okay.